Twice a year I get to a stage where I'd like to lose my fat suit. Now a fat suit is a bit like a wetsuit, but instead of the neoprene, you have a layer of fat. Yes, and that is before the winter and before the summer. And I've got two thingies that I use, foolproof ways, that helps me with that. And yes, if I'm those 4 to 6 pounds over, I just turn to this and it always works. And I'm 46 years old. So if you're 46 or in your 40s and struggling to lose weight and don't want to go to the GLP route, then I think this is a very good way to just lose that extra 4 to 6 pounds. I am a programmer, so I sit all day long, and I'm semi-married to Claude. So I would ask Claude advice on things that I do. And now with all the GLP injections coming out, one's really very tempted to if you need to lose 4 to 6 pounds, you just tempted to use those injections because it's a fast way of doing it, but you also lose muscle in that process, and I don't want to go that route. So I asked Claudie, just tell me, if I want to lose 4 to 6 pounds, can I start injecting GLP-1? And Claude's like, oh, well, you can, but it's not the best idea. And I'll tell you why. It's like trying to clean your wine glass with a power washer. I thought that to be very accurate, and I do think it's an overkill for only 4 to 6 pounds to to turn to GLP-1. So yes, I just go without it, and I'm just turning back to my foolproof way of actually losing the 4 to 6 pounds. Okay, let's jump right into it. Hack number 1 is I take berberine before my biggest carb meal of the day. Sometimes I will take it before other meals as well, but I do only take it once a day because it can interfere with my sleep. So yes, if that messes with your sleep, you just test it out, but then only before your biggest carb meal of the day or your big breakfast, I would say. People call berberine nature's glucose regulator. And why you need to take it before your biggest carb meal is because carbs spike your blood sugar, and that triggers insulin. Insulin is essentially your body's primary fat storage hormone. And so when your insulin is sky high, your body goes into stop burning fat mode. Berberine steps in and helps your body process those carbohydrates much more efficiently. It improves insulin sensitivity, keeps those massive blood sugar spikes at bay, and prevents that awful post-meal food coma that you can slump into. You get the energy from the carbs without storing every single bite as body fat. I must say, this is an absolute game changer for me. And if I just want to lose like 4 pounds without doing anything else, I would use berberine. It can upset your stomach if you're not used to it, and it can also, yes, as mentioned, mess with your sleep. So figure it out and figure your dose out. But yes, if I only want to lose 4 pounds, I'll just go for the berberine option without adding anything else to that. The next one is to have fiber before every single meal. When I'm trying to lose this 4 to 6 pounds, I turn to a fiber or a psyllium husk tablet. And yes, so that I don't add extra calories. So I've turned to this tablet, and I have obviously a glass of water with that. So let's stick to that one. Fiber before every single meal. Hack number 3 is to have, very basic, but mostly protein with each and every single meal. Mostly protein. And go look up a list of protein-rich foods. I have cottage cheese. I have Greek yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt. Remember to just go for the fat-free options when you're trying to lose this 4 to 6 pounds. So those are very good options, and then obviously your meats. But the main thing is build every single meal around your protein and protein first. Okay, so hack number 4 is to stop eating 3 hours before your bedtime. This one rule right here will probably fix 80% of your weight loss struggles. I'm going to warn you about this one because if you start doing it and make a habit out of it, it is very, very difficult to sleep. You don't feel well, you don't sleep well if you then eat late at night. So then you just automatically stop doing it as well because it just makes you sleep better and makes you feel better. That also stops the late night boredom snacking. So if you're a late night snacker, try this one out. And a way to stop as well is go and brush your teeth. The moment you've brushed your teeth after your dead stop hour, I would say it's obviously much harder to go and eat after you've brushed your teeth. So that's a way of just hacking yourself into stop eating at 3 hours before sleep time. Okay, so then I have one extra rule. I don't like coffee without milk. So when I have my first morning coffee, I do put in milk. And obviously that breaks your fast. So if you're intermittent fasting, this doesn't count. But it gives me enough energy to postpone my first meal of the day quite late into the morning. So obviously, because I'm taking my first meal of the day and stopping 3 hours before I eat or before I sleep, it just gives me a short window of actually taking in calories, and that by default makes your calories much less than if I eat first thing in the morning. So postponing my breakfast with that single coffee, that makes a huge difference. And honestly, that is it. That is my exact foolproof way of shedding those 4 to 6 pounds if I need it fast. So it will probably happen in 2 weeks' time, as soon as that. So yes, try it out. And even if you just do 2, maybe the fiber with water and also the berberine, I must say the berberine guarantees me of that 4 pounds. So try them out. Let me know which one works for you. And also let me know what is your fast foolproof way of losing them. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay human, and I'll see you again. Bye now.